Hey guys, Mr. K here, and this is the OWS16 watch. It is one of the latest and affordable smartwatches from Oraimo. And by affordable, I mean you can actually get this guy for around 14,000 naira. That's about $32, right? And here I'll be answering some of the questions you have about it. For example, you can actually get notifications on the watch, of course, and you can also use the watch to decline calls. Now, the watch also has a heart sensor for those wondering. It also comes with a step pedometer to measure your walk steps, and you also have a sleep monitor as well as a female health tracking feature so that you can get reminded when you're ovulating or on your cycle. Now, let's check out what is inside the box. And guys, you have the watch, a magnetic charger, and the manuals. Now, specs-wise, you're getting a 1.69 curved screen. Guys, it is an IPS screen, not an AMOLED screen, and as such I tried to see how it would fare in outdoor environment, and I noticed that the brightness was actually okay given the price point it sits in. Anyways, the screen is also scratch and oil resistant according to Oraimo, and yeah, let's test that out, shall we? So I'll put oil on my hand to see if it would create smudges, and one thing I noticed is that the screen actually has a nano coating that repelled the oil, so the oil stains were slightly noticeable, especially if you're looking at it from an angle like this. Yeah, but it could easily be wiped off with your fingers. Now guys, still on the screen, you're also getting a screen to body ratio of 80%, which means that although the bezels are quite noticeable, but they are not so distracting, and I like the fact that it actually blends with the watch itself. And guys, speaking about the watch, it has a single button on the right side, so you can use this button to turn the screen on or off. Anyway, another spec on the OWS16 watch is the IPS68 rating. And what that means is that you could actually use this under the rain, and it could also accommodate a lot of water splashes. And yeah, at the back of the watch, you have the heart rate sensor. You also have the charging port. And guys, I was able to charge this guy from 0 to 100 in about 2 hours. And with that single charge, I could get about 5 to 6 days of use. And this is with brightness and vibration turned on. But if you get a lot of notifications from your phone, then that number of days could drastically reduce to say 2 to 4 days. Yeah. Anyway, still on the specifications, and this watch uses a Bluetooth 5.0, so in a way you don't have to be in super close proximity with your phone to stay connected. The watch is also quite light, coming in at 44 grams, and guys, in my experience, it felt really good on my wrist. Sometimes I don't even feel like I'm wearing one at all. Anyway, let's talk about straps for a few seconds, right? And guys, the straps are actually detachable, but Oraimo is not offering any replacement at the moment, so you might want to protect the one you have for now. But what I did like about the strap, which is rubber by the way, is the fact that it has a 3D textured design, which kind of gives off this premium vibe. Let me know if you agree with what I said in the comment box. But yeah, the only issue that I noticed with the strap has to do with this second hook right here. I don't know if I should call it a hook, but yeah, it has to do with this. And what I noticed is that it tends to move up a lot. Anyways, let's talk about the software for a bit. And I like the fact that this watch has a sensor that wakes the screen up when you move your hand to look at it. And yeah, speaking about looks, you can actually choose from a number of watch faces that has been offered on the official app. And at the moment, Oraimo has about 40 watch faces. Yes, I counted. But the option to customize the faces is not available for now. Hopefully, Oraimo makes this option available in the future. However, you can actually customize other settings on the watch through the app. For example, you can increase the display time. You could even use your watch to, take pictures just by shaking your hand like this. Unfortunately, this doesn't work with the default camera app. You actually have to use the JoyWear camera app that is being offered by Oraimo. So with that said, how about the touch control? And guys, I must say that it is quite responsive and concise to use. For example, you can actually swipe down to access some settings like brightness level. Swiping up actually shows you a brief overview of your notification. And guys, to delete any notification, you have to tap on it like this. Now, if you swipe right, you can actually see the major widgets. And swiping left is where the party begins. And this is where you can actually see all the features that is being offered by the OWS16 watch, which I've mentioned, like the heart rate sensor. There's also the workout mode, and Oraimo included about 13 exercises that you could choose from. And yeah, there's also the music control feature, which lets you control any media playing on your phone. But the only thing I wished is that Oraimo had gone with a more artistic interface rather than the one they're currently using. I feel that this one looks a bit bland. Anyway, Oraimo has also included other features like the Find Your Phone feature. There's also the flashlight feature. But guys, I don't think anyone will want to use this to find their way in the dark though. But yeah, let's talk about the accuracy of all of these features, like the heart rate sensor, the step pedometer, and all of that. And as far as that goes, I'd say it's kind of a hit or miss, especially with the step pedometer. So I tried to do a bunch of tests. For example, I took about 72 steps and it went off by 10 steps, and sometimes it could go off by 5 steps. But I noticed that with the step pedometer, it seems to undercount than overcount. However, the heart rate sensor was quite accurate, and in general, I felt everything seemed to be, decently accurate. So in a way, I think this watch ticks all the right boxes. It has great build quality, good customizability features, and pretty much all the things you'd want from something like this, especially with the price point that it sits in. Of course, it is not perfect, but for a watch that is actually under $40 or about 25,000 naira, I think it's actually quite good. What do you think? Let me know in the comment box. And guys, you can get this watch at half the price by clicking on the link in my description box below. Now, with that said, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.